Hey, my name's Jeremy Vest and I'm the Senior Evangelist here. I wanted to personally thank you for being a vidIQ user. We know how tough it is to be a video creator and we're here to help you on your journey. In today's webinar, I'm going to show you our favorite features so you can get more views and grow your channel fast with vidIQ. And then you can ask us any questions you'd like.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
So after you install vidIQ, one of the first things you're going to see is the scorecard. One of my favorite parts of vidIQ. The overview section shows the vidIQ score. This is based on the popularity of your video compared to other videos. The next section is views per hour, or VPH. This is what vidIQ calls velocity. Then you can see your views, how many subscribers this video drove, what percentage of your subscribers watched this video, the average view time, and the total duration of the video. You can also see the top devices your viewers watched this video on, and the top countries your viewers came from. This next section is social. It shows things like engagement rates and where your engagements came from. You can see your like to dislike ratios, how many comments this video has, and how many Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook followers you have. Alright, the next section is SEO. There are 5 types of actions you can take to improve your video SEO. The first is tag count. This shows how many tags you're using. Tag volume shows how many tags you're ranking for. And then we show you how many keywords are in the title, how many keywords are in the description, and then your score for having the keywords in the tag, title, and description, or what we like to call tripled keywords. The performance section is based on how your videos are doing in the real world, based on the tags you're ranking for. Ranking for high volume tags is the gold standard and it's really difficult to do. I love this next section as well. It's the video optimization checklist. So after you've uploaded a video, you can come here and see what you've missed. You can see if your tags, titles, or descriptions are too short or long. You can see if you've missed adding a card or an end screen or closed captions. So use this as your checklist to make sure you have everything covered. The controversial keywords section is just for our paid customers, but essentially what it does is it shows you keywords that could be potentially demonetized in your tags, titles, or descriptions. In the channel section, we show you the total amount of views for the channel, the average daily views, what country the channel is from, how many views in the last 30 days, how many total subscribers, how many average daily subscribers, subscribers for the last 30 days, and the YouTube rankings. Video tags are really useful because it shows you what tags were used for that video and how they rank on YouTube. You can see video tags for any video on YouTube. Channel tags just show you what tags are used in the channel section. All right, next we're going to talk about the channel audit. The first 3 numbers show views, subscribers gained, and watch time month over month. You can scroll over each section and see the details. And for me personally, I always want to know I'm going up and to the right every month. This next section shows the content to double down on. So essentially, this is your best content based on views per hour, total watch time, subscribers gained, engagement rate, and top search terms. So this is the content we recommend you focusing on and doing more of. In the next section, we actually show you what you're doing right and wrong so you can go improve those things right now. So for example, the titles, descriptions, and tags, if they were too short or too long, they would show up red and you could go click and fix those. So for example, I have 2 videos without cards. I can click on these and I can see exactly which videos don't have cards and I can go fix them. And I can do the same thing for end screens and playlists. So the channel audit is really powerful. It shows you what content's working best and why, and it shows you what you can fix. So if you want to check out how you're doing compared to your competitors, you can add up to 3 competitors with a free version and a lot more for our paid customers. You can see how your competitors are doing in the past 48 hours, this week, this month, or all time. Another cool feature is you can see the top keywords your competitors are using. Now up here, you'll see our real-time stats bar. In order to be monetized by YouTube, you now need 4,000 hours watched and 1,000 subscribers. This tool shows you where you are in that process, and it also has some great insights to see how many views you've had in the last 48 hours, 7 days, how many minutes you've had watched in the last 7 days, and how many total subscribers. So when you're uploading or editing a video, you can start typing in tags. And you'll see that vidIQ actually recommends tags as you're typing. And if you want more results, you'll have to update to a paid plan. And below, you'll see some recommendations as well. When I type something on YouTube, our search panel actually shows you the monthly searches for that term, the highest views, average subscribers, and it shows you our keyword score based on search volume and competition. It also shows you related search terms, which is really important in understanding the entire search ecosphere of what you're looking to rank for. We also show you the top search keywords. Paid plans get a lot more recommendations. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Well, let us know where you are. What country are you in? What state are you in? We would love to hear any questions you have about vidIQ. Thank you guys for asking all the questions you have so far. We're going to try to get to all of them. Also, if you'd like us to audit your channel, you'd like us to look at your channel and see how we can help you improve, let us know. Yes, I'd like a channel audit, and I'll click on your channel and audit it for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And from there, we will go ahead and get this started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just look through your questions, see if I can answer any of them. We do not support copyright music claims. What does it take for a tag to be high volume ranked? Just seems like my performance is low, 20 to 50%. Looking to get that balance. So I'm going to go ahead and click on a video. Click on Article 13 here, a video that just released. Now, you can see we have a SEO score of 12. What's probably going to happen is we're probably going to rank a lot better for this term. But right now, we're just, we're the creators of this tool and we only have a 12. So sometimes you can't always control everything. Also, in this particular case, we chose a title that is more viral in nature than actually keyword specific. So I'm going to click on another video so we can get a better representation. So I'll click on how PewDiePie got 5,000 subscribers in one day. And you can see here we have a 75 SEO score. Now these first 5 areas, I'm going to try to zoom in here. Actually, it's not going to let me. These first 5 areas are actionable. So your tag counts, your tag volumes, your keywords in your title, the keywords in your description, and that, tag styles and descriptions become the tripled keywords. So the first part is controllable by you. You can't really control the last 2 sections in performance, how those tags are ranking, and how the high volume tags are ranking. So you can't really affect those. It just happens or it doesn't. So theoretically, you can control up to 50 of the 100 points in the top 5 section, and you just can't the performance is actually how they're doing in the real world. So you can't control the other 50%. So theoretically, you should be able to get to about a 50. Beyond that, it's really out of your control. It's just how the videos are performing. Hopefully that helped, Stuart. The Stuarts. All right, Connor Preston, my channel audit does not load. Do me a favor and email support@vidIQ.com to see if they can help you. Without me seeing it, I'm not sure what's going on. What is the monthly price for the full version of the extension? We have 2 prices. We have Pro And we also have Boost. Boost with the yearly plan starts at about $39 a month, and I think Pro's around $9 a month. We do have a offer. If you use the word webinar when you check out, you can get 30 days for free of Boost. So just use the word webinar, and you'll get 30 days free when you check out using that promo code. Red carpet from Wisconsin. Dallas. Hey, the Stewarts. I'm in Dallas, and another employee named Leron's in Dallas. Google on meetup.com. Google Texas Video Creators. We actually have a meetup December 20th in Richardson. We would love to see you come out. So go to meetup.com, type in Texas Video Creators, and come and join us with our Dallas YouTuber meetup. I think it'd be great to meet you. New user, loving the tool. I'd love a channel audit. You got it. No problem. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and start getting to some of these channel audits if there's no other questions. Yeah, Connor, I am an old skateboarder. I'm 42, but I'm still doing it. All right. So again, if you do want your channel audited, this is what it's going to look like. We're just going to dive deep and give you guys some suggestions and recommendations. And feel free to just let us know if you want your channel audited, and we will get to you. Okay, so the first thing I see in the banner is I see one author, 2 names, endless mystery. That is really good because it tells the what and why. I'm not sure that you have to explain you have 2 synonyms for being an author. I would rather know what kind of books you write and things like that personally. The what is, what your YouTube channel is about, and the why should be a reason that should matter to someone else. But I see why you did what you did, and I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just that's kind of a tricky one. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is just click on videos, kind of go through your thumbnails. I can see why you made like a Christmas themed thumbnail versus all of your other thumbnails. First off, you have great thumbnails. They're very well done. You have the YouTuber face and the expression and eyes, and you have a lot going on. It looks great. I will say that even though you're doing 5 things Friday and you have your hand up every time, it's fairly repetitive. I wonder if you have a different shirt and everything on, so it's not a bad thing. The biggest thing I see with your thumbnails is a lack of consistency in branding. So I would keep the fonts similar every time. I would keep the colors in the background the same every time. And basically, if I look at this Christmas one versus this orange one versus this brown one versus this blue one, I would actually think that I was in different channels, if that makes any sense. So people need to know your official thumbnail style. The things that should change is the text, the you in the picture, but that's about it. Everything else needs to stay consistent so that you develop a branding so that people know it's your channel versus someone else's. I do think that for things like holidays and Christmas, it's fine to make it Christmas theme. Another thing I would say is I would actually make your face about 30% bigger. Subconsciously, people want to connect to other humans, and nonverbal communication is greater than verbal communication. So you need to be able, thumbnails are so tiny, you need to be able to show more of your face so people can see more of your expression so that they can actually relate to you. And finally, on your thumbnails, I just think you have too much text in general. I'm 42. And I see it says the rest is mystery, petal, and seed. I can't read any of that. I can read petal and seed, and that's about it. So I would have no more than 2 or 3 words. Definitely check out the vidIQ thumbnails text size. I think we represent that well as far as what people are able to read. But 2 or 3 words, like make them large. And also, I would stick to bold, simplistic fonts or black simplistic fonts. Very, very, very bold is what I would do, so that the readability is easy. Again, it's like making a design on a postage stamp. It's so tiny that you need to be able to let people read it. So using artistic fonts is kind of difficult. Another thing I would not, for 5 Things Friday, I would not start your title with 5 Things Friday. I would end it with 5 Things Friday. And the reason for that is people aren't searching for 5 Things Friday in general. So I would say what your video is about and then end with 5 Things Friday. And the same thing for 31 Days of Pie. People aren't searching for 31 Days of Pie. So I would do something, I would match the passion of chicken pot pies with the intent of search. So when I type in something like how to make a chicken pot pie, do you see it auto populates pot pie. So how to make a chicken pot pie from scratch, 31 Days of Pies is probably what I would do. So what you want to do is you want to make a series of videos about pies. That's cool, but you want to make sure that you're using the words people are actually searching for to make a chicken pot pie. So I would use something like how to make a chicken pot pie from scratch, and then 31 days of pies, or something like that. Hopefully that makes sense. So match the intent of search of what people are searching for, use the terms people are using, but take your passion for all of these things you do and put that into some type of series. Hopefully that helps. All right, we're going to go to the next one and let us know if you guys want to channel audit yourselves. Sincerely, the Stewarts, you guys seem fun and zany and silly. I actually really like your banner. The only thing I would say is take new pictures of yourselves, make them, high quality. Don't cut off your shoulders. You may even want a picture of like you and your husband or you and your wife hugging or something, or, holding each other. So it just looks more sincere. I think the small text around your heads and your shoulders or you can't read it. I would just cut that out. And then new episode Sunday at 4:30 p.m. CST is actually bigger than a lot of your other visual emphasis on the banner. So it would make that much smaller, at least 50% the size of your name, for example. So there's some visual hierarchy stuff going on. I think you should make that smaller, and sincerely the students, 50 to 60% bigger than that. And yeah, I would just say make your typography more simplistic so people can read it on your banner. Going through your thumbnails, it's kind of like you guys are a vlog, but then you only do videos once a week, which most vlogs are, 5 times a week or so. I will say that you guys are starting your creator journey. You're starting to make videos, and I think that's the most important part of all this. It looks like, you guys did a couple of videos a year ago, and then you did, 1 or 2 here and there, and then it looks like about 2 months ago you really started going for it, which is really awesome. The thumbnails, I would go look at some of the best vlog thumbnails in the world, the best vloggers, And essentially, I think you guys are missing like a hook, the intrigue. I would make your faces much, 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 much bigger. I would use a still camera to take the stills from your video shoot to just really have the highest quality thumbnails you possibly can. I'm going to show you a silly thumbnail I made today for my little channel to kind of tell you like differences. All right, sorry, my computer's being slow. But you see this third thumbnail here, Liquify. That was a video I launched today. And let's look at my thumbnails compared to yours again. So yours are busy. The faces are not very big. Look at these thumbnails. Some of these thumbnails are getting 12, 13, 14% click-through rates. The average click-through rates, 2 to 5, 2 to 6%. So I have like the YouTuber face, emotions, expressions, and excitement, the 3 E's. I have visual storytelling to tell people like a cartoon strip what the video is about. If I use text, it's 1 or 2 or 3 words, but it's really, really big in black fonts. So the bold black fonts so that people can just quickly understand what the video is about. So I'm trying to develop intrigue. I'm trying to let people connect with my eyes, and I'm trying to visually storytell what the video is about so people don't have to guess. The thing about storytelling, visual storytelling with like a Photoshop or a GIMP or Canva or PicMonkey is you don't have to use as much text if you visually represent what the video is about. If I have a skateboard in my hand and I'm old, I don't have to say old skateboarder, right? It just kind of makes sense. So take these principles and concepts, all of you guys, and put color in the background. Pop your faces out a lot bigger. Use expression, emotion, and excitement, and give people a reason to click on your thumbnails. That's the biggest thing I think a lot of people do wrong is they underestimate how important thumbnails are. Most organic YouTube channels on YouTube that I've ever met, most of them get their number one source of organic traffic from suggested videos. That means someone has to click on their thumbnails. So in my opinion, thumbnails are the third most important part of being a YouTube creator. The first is making videos people want to watch and making videos that have long watch time, so people are going to watch your videos. The second's the title, matching that passion of what you're doing with the intent of search of what people are searching for so that people can start trying to find your content. And then the third is thumbnail. So try to spend a lot of time making kick butt thumbnails. And then your titles aren't, just like the last channel, aren't really answering questions that people are actually searching for. So they're not being seen very much. So for example, you have like thanks, Hanukkah, Math, New Year, like that whole thing. I wonder if there's like a term for that. I'm guessing right now it'd be like the holiday season or something like that. But I'm guessing something like holiday travel. So instead of your silly word, holiday travel vlog may actually be a thing people are searching for and you may rank for. All right, what about my channel? I'm going to get to you real quick. You are welcome, Ella. Hopefully I was able to provide you with some great information that you can apply. Let us know if you have any questions about that. I love your channel. This is awesome. I like the starkness of the banner. It's very creative and artistic. You've got your name there and some, I don't know what these things mean, but they look cool because they're handwritten. You're telling people to subscribe to you on Instagram. Congratulations for about About to hit 200,000 subscribers. That is no small task, so well done to you. Don't speak your language, so I'm just going to do the best I can with your channel. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort by most popular. I'm going to see how did you get 200,000 subs? Like what videos really went viral and what happened here. I'm going to translate these so I can better understand what your channel is about. So it looks like you're really into fashion and talking about expensive stuff. So you have a series like how much does your outfit cost? Your thumbnails are phenomenal, by the way, and it's no coincidence that the best thumbnail I've seen on your channel yet has the most views, 1.6 million views. So you have 3 videos over 1 million views. I'm guessing these top like 6 videos on the top here, or the top 12 videos here, probably represent a big chunk of how you gained your subscribers. So, you know, one thing we would recommend is how much your outfit costs, if that's what's getting you the most views, just keep on going. Just do those every week. Make those videos every single week and just keep on adding more of those, because that's obviously something is triggered, your audience is triggered, or the algorithm has triggered, and YouTube loves you for these videos. You're getting a lot of watch time, and yeah, it just definitely seems like things are going your way as far as talking to people about how much outfits cost. I would say even though your thumbnails are phenomenal, you don't really have a consistency, a rhyme, or a reason. I would make the same color choices on every thumbnail's background. I would have the exact same font, color, and style on every thumbnail. And in general, I would make your YouTube faces and your faces themselves much, much bigger. Going back to my example here, you can see how big these faces are, and these are extremely well click-through rate. Another channel we can look at that we've done very, very well on is vidIQ. I want to show you with Rob Wilson, who's answering your questions right now, has a video going viral this week and last week. And these are the types of videos. So the faces are large, you have consistency in the background color, you have visual storytelling elements, but you basically could tell any of our thumbnails looks like a vidIQ thumbnail. And my recommendation to you is when someone goes to your channel, it should look, the font, the background color should be the same, the font should be the same. The subject matter and the storytelling should be different, but nothing else. You need to find a way to make consistency so that people know it's your videos. And just check out vidIQ. I mean, since we've went this style, we've gained almost 150,000 subscribers this year by staying consistent with thumbnails. I can't really comment because of the translation and the lack of me being able to speak your language. I can't really talk about the intent of search or how you're doing on titles. I would just say, when possible, try to do series of videos. Okay, well, I'm going to pause real quick to see who else would like some stuff here. Ninja Day Trading, I'm grabbing your channel. I'm going to grab a few others real quick while I'm at it. Connor, we're going to grab your channel. Patty, I am grabbing your channel as well. Sorry guys, just give me a few seconds. And if you do have any more questions about the software as well, feel free to let us know. And yeah, Lotus asks, do we think channel language switch is bad? I think it's extremely bad to switch back and forth between languages. I think it just freaks everything out. The Daily Odd. I've taken your advice from the audit you gave me and made quite a few changes to the channel. If you'd like us to re-audit your channel, that's fine. We would be happy to have you. Love to see what kind of changes you've made. And sincerely, the Stewarts, let us know. If you have any questions, hi, Ison from Sweden. This is really cool. We have a very, very global audience here. All right. We've got a few more audits in the hopper here, and we're going to get started. First one is Patty. Looks like you play a weird musical thing I've never seen before, but it looks really cool. Yeah, it sounds really, really cool. That is really, really neat. You deserve to hear this magical instrument, the array Mibra, I believe is how you say it. Very, very cool. So let's see here. Dang it. All right. So first off, I love how playful and musically playful your channel is. I listened to a few seconds, so I got a sense of what the instrument sounded like. I have a few African instruments that are similar, kind of cool, just hanging around the house. I love how just playful your thumbnails are and how colorful they are. Seth Godin says, be the purple cow, and you literally have a lot of purple thumbnails here and pink thumbnails. I also like how the evolution of your thumbnails has kind of came. You started as kind of dark thumbnails. People really didn't know what they were. And then you started getting more playful. And you can clearly see from a year ago until now, your thumbnail game is just constantly getting better. So well done there. I will say my favorite thumbnail is actually the one from 2 weeks ago, because the background you have you laying on your instrument. It just visually pleasing. It evokes expression, emotion, and excitement. It is intriguing, and I want to know what in the world is going on there. So very, very well done on your thumbnails. I do like your evolution to like background images. If there was a way for you to keep some type of consistent color and font, that's fine. You definitely don't have to use any typography or fonts in these thumbnails. I would even suggest trying to make your face even bigger in some of these, even though they are very, very well done right now. But I'm excited to see, and I would love to let us know in the chat if this thumbnail from 2 weeks ago is actually performing better than most. Now, I think where you have the biggest improvement, the most room for improvement, is in your titling. Mibra, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. Seems to be, I would keep that like Mibra music or here. I'm just going to type in this name and see what comes up. So Mibra music and Mibra instrument seem to be the thing that's popping up. So you may even want to say something like Mibra music or Mibra instrument in the beginning of every single video you do, and then what the name of the song is or what you're doing or the tutorial. But if you keep that consistency and in every video you add Mibra instrument or Mibra music or Mibra song, then I think you will eventually start ranking very, very well for this particular term. So yeah, make sure that word is in the beginning of every title. Not necessarily saying to go back in time and change the current titles, but I would recommend adding Mibra music or Mibra instrument to the beginning of every single title from now on. Also make sure this phrase is in the tags and description and playlists and series playlists, and just really make sure that this is the theme of the channel. And Mibra, I would actually, Mibra covers fine. Mibra music seems to be doing more search volume. I'm going to click on Mibra music. I'm going to look on the right-hand side of vidIQ. And I'm going to see how many search results. So there are 294,000 monthly searches for music. And then for cover, and you're already ranking number 2 in the world for this, which is really cool. There are only 1,500 searches. So there's 300,000 searches for music and 1,500 searches a month for cover. So my opinion would be don't do cover, only do music. That would be my humble opinion. I would not really recommend. You could do a song title on your thumbnail if the song is like popular. Just try not to use copyrighted materials like images or anything from the actual musician's, website or YouTube channel. How many times should you post a week to get a jump start on your channel? As many as you can without going crazy, I guess, would be my official recommendation. I would suggest doing 1 a week and seeing how that goes. And then if you can up it to 2, cool. If you can't, don't. Life is kind of hard. So, doing more than 2 or 3 videos a week is very difficult for most of us. A lot of the people I know that do 5 or 6 videos a week have a team helping them. And that's literally all they do for a living. All right, hopefully this helped. Let me know if you have any more questions. Love the banner. Love your signed name there, Connor. It's very cool. It's very artistic and playful. I love the topography and the wave added Costa Rica into your thumbnails. Your thumbnails are phenomenal. They kind of remind me of Peter McKinnon thumbnails, which are my favorite thumbnails in the world. Oh, excuse me. So super, super well done on these thumbnails. I would not recommend any changes on these thumbnails. They are phenomenal. And congratulations, it looks like you guys are really just getting started. You have 3 videos up, 53 subscribers. I would just go for it, I will say travel vlog Costa Rica is going to be almost impossible to rank for. So let's talk about when you're in Costa Rica, go try to make 20 videos, okay? Don't make 1, try to make 20. And do me a favor, instead of just being a travel vlog, actually try to answer questions people are asking about Costa Rica travel. Or Costa Rica travel vlog, or Costa Rica travel guide, or Anyways, so try to really just understand the questions people are asking about Costa Rica travel, and then go make a series when you're in Costa Rica. Make a 10 or 20 or 50 videos on each place you visit. This way, instead of, it's almost like winning the lottery, philosophy of Costa Rica vlog, you are answering questions people are already typing in and already answering, and you can consistently get those, 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 views, and you can slowly but surely build that build that wall one brick at a time and develop your YouTube channel. I think the way you're going is going to be too difficult for people to find you and to build an audience. Yeah, he says he spends too much time editing. You know what, Connor? My suggestion to you, if you really struggle at just making it perfect and making it editing, you may want to just go down and dirty. Maybe not even edit videos. Maybe just turn your phone on, publish, and go. You need a mentality shift. You need to find a way to just quickly get videos out. Personally, I don't edit more than an hour on any video I make. And the reason for that is I've got a full-time job. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, and honestly, I just don't have time to be a creator for myself, like to the level I want to be. So I make sacrifices, and one of those sacrifices is I make sure I'm making content people want to consume. Everything else is kind of off the table. I'm just going to do the best I can. All right. International Trader, Ninja Trader, Day Trading. I believe we've done your channel before. All I can say is I understand why you have the visual of the brain because it's secondbraintrading.com, but your banner is really busy and not personal. It looks almost like an advertisement, and I can tell you that people on YouTube don't like advertisements. So my suggestion is I would be in front of the camera here. I would have yourself maybe next to a laptop or something trading, but really try to get more personal with your channel. It seems very, very, very non-personal right now. And on YouTube, trading is a scary thing. It's something that people are risking their money on. So having your eyes on every thumbnail and on the banner and trying to build trust with your new audience, I think it's going to be crucial to develop that relationship to, develop an audience. Personally, I probably, if I was interested in trading, wouldn't click on your thumbnails because I don't feel like a connection or I don't feel confident that I don't even know who you are, right? So why would I spend time listening to you? And I'm being harsh on purpose. I'm just giving you my observations. Yeah, and even in places like this, I would recommend having, like I have right now on the screen, I have myself in the corner. I would actually put yourself in the corner of the video so that people can trust you and get to know you while you're trading. Another thing I would say is trade of the day 113. Has zero search intent. So people aren't going to actually trust that. Something like day trading for beginners, day trading strategies, day trading software, day trading ruined my life. These are the things people are searching for. So I would make sure that all of your videos have these matching the intent of what people are searching for plus what your video is about, matching that passion plus intent, and then, making sure that the tags, titles, and descriptions and series playlists also have these main words. I would say, so the kind of 3 biggies I would suggest for your channel is put yourself up in that banner. If you have certifications or some type of, trading certificates or some type of trust, a building of things, like for example, on my channel, I have YouTube certified logo up there because I'm YouTube certified. So put your face up there. Try to, put any certifications you have of why you're, able to teach others about trading. Just build trust. Try to get people to relate to you and connect with you, and then build trust. That's what I would do in your banner. That's what I do in your thumbnails, and that's what I'd actually physically do in your videos as well. All right. The daily odd. Your thumbnails are looking good. Would you really pay $600 for a pair of shoes? Can this really be too big to eat? Okay, so I like your thumbnails. I like the, you just have a little bit of text. There's like a story to be said in the background. The only thing I would say, and one of the reasons you may not be getting just tons of views, and I know we talked about this before, is you're in a weird situation. It's like your shareable clickbait style, titles. But so they're not necessarily what people are searching for. It's not search intent plus passion. It's more reason to click. The problem is not a lot of people are clicking on these. So one thing I would do is I would go to like BuzzFeed titles, type in BuzzFeed titles on Google, and really understand what the top performing, clickbaity-ish titles are in the world. I'm not recommending you do clickbait. In fact, quite the opposite. Clickbait is not clickbait if it delivers the actual message, truth, right? So having a clickable title, having something that's intriguing enough to click on it, is not necessarily clickbait unless it doesn't deliver the value you promise. But, newspapers from 200 years ago had great titles, right? I mean, it just makes sense to have titles people want to read or want to click on. I would really work on that. I see that you've gone a much better direction. I would just say it's kind of in between great and bad right now, in my opinion. I think it's just decent, and I don't think decent is enough for people to click on it. I also still recommend your videos themselves have people talking or actual people or stories, something that's more engaging than what you have now. All right, just looking to see if we have any more questions or anything. Okay. Ison, I'm going to audit your channel real quick. You asked a few questions. Great thumbnails, by the way. My only recommendation is just make those cards a lot bigger, more like this one at the end. Don't obviously speak your language, but it doesn't seem like you have a lot of search intent here. Another thing I would do is the first literally 7 seconds is your logo, I would remove that logo altogether and I would get straight to here. Car people love cars. They love to see cars racing. They love to see the interiors of cars, the exterior. This is what it's all about. So I think if you just started your videos without the logo, people would immediately start seeing what they think they want to see when they're on your channel, which are cool cars. Great job. You obviously have a gimbal or something, so you have very steady and clean shots. You're doing a good job with transitions, like Peter McKinnon style. So very, very good job with the video production of these cars. So yeah, maybe you want to do some voiceover. As far as text goes, I don't think cars necessarily need text. I've worked with a few large car brands, and most of the time we just show off the cars as really, really, really colorful, saturated, sharp, and cool. Just try to make as cool of shots as we can. I don't think necessarily you need text because you'll have the title there as well, and you can, add those sexy words to your title. All right, it looks like we have one more channel to audit. Great banner up here. Not sure what it says, but it's well designed. It looks good. Looks like you're doing really well. Congratulations for hitting over 2,000 subscribers. I'm going to go ahead and see sort by most popular. So one thing I would say is I wouldn't mix languages on this channel. I'd be one language or another. I wouldn't be both. Looks like you had a fairly viral video, how to make a slushie without a blender. It's interesting that your most viral video is in English. That's very interesting to me. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to do with this channel. It looks like you do some silly content, some slushy without a blender, you got all kinds of things happening here. So one thing I would say is make sure you're just picking a focus. I would have more consistency on your thumbnails, on the topography and the color and the overall design. They should look similar every time. And then, I'm not exactly sure what you do. It looks like you just do a lot, so I would try to pick a channel focus. All right, well, I hope this helped you guys. We are really excited and happy that you're part of the vidIQ family. Again, if you use webinar, you can get a free 30-day trial of vidIQ Boost, which is our biggest platform, or our biggest plan rather. So definitely want to check that out if you're interested in really growing faster. We just have a lot more, you get a lot more data essentially. So when you're doing keyword research or you're adding tags or you're using the channel audit tool, you're just going to get a lot more data with Boost. All right, well, you guys have a great day, and I definitely appreciate you guys being part of our family. We're going to do this again next Wednesday if you want to join us again. And enjoy the rest of your video making day.